Got this place, O'Shea's Cave. It's up the back of where I live. Aye, free speech. But looking at all that nonsense around, people getting arrested and shut down, now they're going to attack the YouTube, the copyright, sharing, they're going to stop that. Now that's not the only thing, they've been gradually doing this for a long time. There's people getting arrested and all for trivial things. You can't say this, can't say anything about that. Can't talk about Muslims. They've always got a name for you, or some negative, that you're a criminal. Well, there's a big one in Europe, it's been here for a long time, and they call it Holocaust denial. If you write books about it, these historians and revisionists, they put them in prison. They put an old woman in prison there, she's about 90 years old. So anyway, a couple of years ago myself, my wife, went to Poland, we went to Krakow. So we got a bus tour to Auschwitz. Now, I'd been studying it for a while, a good few years, and decided to go over and have a look. Well, arrived there, they've got Auschwitz 1, that's an old Polish army barracks. Some say rich Jews lived there. And they've got Auschwitz 2, which is about half an hour's drive away. I've worked in oil and gas when I was a boy. So they showed us this thing called a gas chamber. Don't know if you've ever been in a military base before, but what they have there is they have like a flat roof building, and it'll be banked up with earth round right round the building, and there's grass grows on it. So if they get attacked, the banked up earth would take the explosion and protect the building. But anyway, they're saying this is a gas chamber. They're just outside this place, you know, a 12 foot wide road. There's the commandant's office, a big canteen. In front of it, there's the commandant's house, and another house identical to it that some member of the public lived in. In the building there's a door, goes in the front and the door goes out the back. They're made of plywood, and they've got a glass window in them, and they open in the way. And when you get inside the building, you can see that the building had integral rooms. If you look at a brick building, if you build a wall inside the building, it's built into the brick, so you could see where all the bricks had all been cut to make one big space. Then when you looked up in the ceiling, they had square holes with wooden boxes on them where they said they flung the Cyclone B in. You can see it's all chips, just all roughshod. The Germans were great engineers. They've also got a chimney outside, a big chimney to nowhere hooked up to nothing. It's a folly. Cyclone B has got to be put in a containment because it's cyanide gas. It's got to be sealed up, rubber seals and wheels, tighten it up, make it airtight as cyanide gas. And if you put the crystal Cyclone B in, put it in a high temperature, it turns to gas. There's no such a thing in Auschwitz like that, in that gas chamber. And after they were done gassing the people, they would open the 2 doors and let the wind blow the cyanide gas out into the commandant's house, canteen, office. So that was the first thing we saw. We went and saw various exhibits. We had a guide with us. They would always prime you for every prop, give you a sob story. Now all the believers, they're already believing before they go there, so they believe everything that they're told. Now inside these buildings, there were like big long halls, and on the walls was adorned with the mugshots of the people that went in there. Black and white photos, perfect photos, everybody a picture of hell. You know the picture they paint that they arrived in cattle trucks all crammed in there and dying and getting murdered and I mean, no. So I went to another exhibit prop they had, and it was shoes, and they told us, oh yes, they took all their shoes off. Now they had the shoes in a big case. So I said to my wife, come on, we look at these shoes. I photographed everyone when I was there. There was not one shoe in that case that could be worn. It was pieces of shoes, soles, the upper part of a shoe with no sole, just rubbish. They tell you also it was a work camp, so they were recycling things for the war effort in Europe. So they told us you could photograph anything, there wasn't any boundaries. But then they primed us again for the next prop, and it was the hair that they shaved off of everybody. So in a room they told us we couldn't photograph it. Well, I did photograph it. So they had two big massive windows, and behind the windows against the wall was tables with volumes of hair. The hairs were either white or black. White or black. I said to my wife outside, what do you think of the hair? She went, I don't think that's human hair. Well, I didn't think it was human hair either. I thought it was horsehair or something. So after that, we got back in the bus and we went to the next place. And as far as the eye could see, you could see chimneys. Because the buildings that the people lived in, the billets, they were made of wood. So when the army came in, the Allies, they burnt all the buildings. Why did they burn the buildings? Because of typhus. Typhus would get spread by head lice. So the Allies had bombed all the roads, all the railways, all the airports. No supplies got in. People started to starve to death. Then typhus got them. And that was them to get wiped out. The giraffe like flies. I never seen any evidence of any gas chamber. None. And it's said that after the war, there was over 12 million German people murdered. In all the neighbouring countries, if they could speak German, they just killed everybody. They put them in cattle trucks and took them into Russia. They're hundreds of thousands. There's a place I know in Germany called the Rhine Meadows. Go and look it up. And that bloody President of America taken over 1 million German people and put them in a field and surrounded them and let them live in the open field till they died. Over 1 million people. Just kept cramming them in. Freedom of speech. Freedom to investigate. People are now telling you what you're allowed to say and what you can't say, and what you can write, what you can't write. There is no freedom of speech. Or freedom of literature for that matter. Or freedom of investigating history, it's historical things. You've got to go along with the dictator's idea of what you have to think. If you look at the films of them bulldozing bodies, they're all skin and bone. A terrible thing happened there. A lot of people died. But they never get gassed. Never got gassed. Thanks for watching.